I am live. There's no intro video or going to be any outro videos. This is strictly because I stopped paying that $45 a month for StreamYard that I really wasn't using all the benefits of having that feature. So yeah, we haven't done that for a month or two now, maybe. But anyway, so yeah, we are live. This is going to be a weekend recap video at the request of Mr. Airtime. He and I went to our LCS place called Royal Cards with a Z, and yeah, spent some money, but picked up some cards for my personal collection and for resale in my store, hopefully. So anyway, let's get to the cards, and then also we're going to recap or update you guys on what's been going on with my 3D printing. If you might be able to hear it, it's running in the background right now. I've been working for hours on this bunny because of the color changes. It's such a and you lose a lot of time doing color changes because it's got to flush out the one color to get the next color lined up. So, but anyway, let's get into the weekend card pickups, and then we'll get into the other stuff. So let's turn the camera, take it off of me. All right. So, whoop, sorry about the all bumpity. Here we go. We'll go like that. Hopefully it will stay. Hopefully, point it down. There we go. Break it. It should not want to see me ever again. Got to cover it. Sorry, guys. Covering that. Stop it. I had it set up, and then because I don't know, StreamYards doesn't want me to show my let's go. Stop it. There we go. Maybe I broke it now from wanting to look for me. I broke it, so I don't want to look at anything. Stop it! If you look down again, I'll just bend you up. This that doesn't work either. All right, so the background is some of the stuff that I have been creating, but in the foreground here, you see this. This is a 3D printed card stand that I printed up all by my lonesome. So, yay for me, right? Figuring things out, getting there. Hold on, let's go. There's my live app. Press it again. There we go. All right, there we go. Now hopefully we got a commercial right off the bat. Isn't that great? And there's Mr. Airtime himself. Good afternoon, Jeffrey. So yeah, commercial right off the bat in my own thing. All right, so a couple things real quick. I have some eBay sales that I have to go over real quick because I want to get them out in the mail before the mailman comes, because he's actually been keeping a pretty good schedule now. So first off is I sold this 1989 Brett Saberhagen, tops 89 for like $1.79. I sold this 1979 tops Lou Whitaker, Sweet Lou, for $2.25. This Will Clark, it's a score select whatever. It's like RT. It's like a rookie traded type set. It's selling quite a few of them out of that set, and dupes. And then that might have been like $1.99. I don't remember offhand. I sold this one here. This is a BBM baseball magazine, I think, from 2014, whatever. It's a second version card, Birth of a Hero, Aaron Curry. All right, Carps, number 12, pitcher, I guess. So Japanese baseball card player, whatever. And that was probably like $2.25 or something like that. I don't know. And then I sold count them, three 1987 Topps Jose Canseco. Now, my store has a coupon, buy three, get one free, and Mr. Airtime knows all about this. Some people just refuse to take that that free card. I don't know why, but there's three of them sold, and they were like $1.79 a piece. Sold two of this loose Upper Deck loose collection of Will Clark, and they were like, I don't know, $1.79 a piece because I've got 260 of them left to sell. And then I sold one Charlie's Angels card from 1970, whatever, 79, 75, I don't know, whatever year they are. Sold it, and that was $1.79 as well. So not a whole lot of big sales, obviously, but sales nonetheless. So that's that. Hey, low roller scratch. You guys, a long time no see. Yeah, I've been just, taking a break from doing videos. Let's put it that way, sales videos. But I've also branched off into 3D printing and stuff like that. And that's what you see in the background now. Some things that I 3D printed. I don't know if my camera froze or what on my phone, but there it goes. Anyway, let's see if we can pan up a little bit, or I can just bring them here. So again, I 3D printed this stand, got my sales video out of the way. Now, let's get the pickups out of the way. The weekend pickups from our LCS, and like I said, it's from a place called Royal Cards. There you go. This is a little Gucci bag they give you, their location and all that good stuff. They don't have like anything else on here, which maybe they should, but they don't. So no QR code or anything like that, just an address. So maybe they'll update that one day. They were, during the weekend, I talked to one of the employees there, and she said they were at a show in Pittsburgh. So that's where the boss and all the other minions were, off in Pittsburgh, she said. So whether it was Pittsburgh proper or where it was, I don't know. So there were really no good deals to be had because she was not handing out like deals. She was just like, nah, I just work here. And don't know anything about doing deals. She may have been the balloon. They have two parts of their store. It might be where she was in charge of the balloons and stuff, but got stuck doing that over the weekend. Don't know. So let's get into our pickups first off. So we got a couple stacks here. Price tags are as marked. That's what I paid. So this 1969 Topps 4th Series checklist I picked up for me because I did not recognize it, so I must need it. And it is unmarked, which made it all the more special for me. So there you go. And then I ran into a whole stack of these archives, and I didn't pick them all up because the numbers were getting a little out of control. I went up there and I'm like, I got $100 budget, and that's what I'm going to stick to. Well, $100 budget just went gone. So these are Topps archives from whatever year you guys are know. I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I have my magnifying glass here. Even though I have glasses. Still in my magnifying glass. So these are from 2002. So there we go. 2002. But these are all like the chrome versions, refractors, all chrome refractors. Pretty cool. But again, prices are exactly what I paid. No deals were being handed out. So we're just going to go through these real quick. Tried to pick out as many Hall of Famers as I could. I left some on the table because they were not Hall of Famers or were not really big names. I am not adding Pokemon cards. I have maybe some there, but I'm not adding Pokemon to my store it all. So here's a nice Nellie Fox. Here's a 52 Topps design anyway of Hoyt Wilhelm. There was a lot of 52 designs that I picked up. There was a ton of them. Joe Adcock, or A.D. Cock, whatever, or Ad C-O-C-K, whatever, however you want to put it. But there he is. There's a Mini Mendoza, or Orestes Mendoza, or Mini, as all his friends called him. He wasn't a big guy, for sure. He was just a little guy. He might have been a dwarf. May have suffered from dwarfism. I don't know why they call him Mini. Ralph Kiner. Kiner's Corner. Don Newcomb. Early Win. Make sure to look right in the front. It says 2002 Topps Archives right in the front. Nellie Fox. This is not an archive, but it's Mickey Mantle. I picked it up because it's the number 7. That was his uniform number. So it's a matching numbers, right? Mantle. And then, of course, I saw this Reachers Mantle card. So I figured I'd pick that up. And those are for my PC. Cool looking Willie Mays. Again, it's not an archives or anything like that, but it's a cool card. Your kids want to sell their Pokemon cards to you. You can put it in your store. It's better collecting dust than. Well, my kids never got into Pokemon. To be honest, they were into skateboarding and BMX bike riding and stuff like that. Going to the games, whatever they call them, you know, where they do the skateboarding and all that stuff. I remember I took them one year over to Philly when they had it over there years ago when they were little. Walked around, got to meet some of their favorite BMXers and stuff like that. Skateboarders. A 71 design Ferguson Jenkins. That's an archives. Archives 75 design of Palmer. 72 design of Gaylord Perry. Gaylord. 76 design, 77 design, 76 design of Eckersley. 77 Topps Carlton Fisk design. More archives. 73 of Bert Blyleven. 66 of Juan Marichal. 66 of Frank Robinson. Hey, Robert, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know about a long time no see, but I've taken a little bit of a hiatus, doing other things, focusing more on my store, stuff like that. Not spending a lot of money because I have so much inventory. Plus, I've been coordinating with other people to team up, partnership up, and do some flea market selling this year. So that's coming up next month, which is right around the corner. So we'll be doing some lives or getting some video footage from the yard sales and some, not yard sales, the flea market selling and seeing the traffic that comes from it. 66 design Frank Robinson. The 85 design of Mattingly. Here's a cool Power Alley, whatever. It's a Dunruss Tim Salmon, and it is numbered to 5,000. Number 514 of 5,000. Booyah Kasha on that one. That's for my PC. This is for selling in the store. This Piazza. It's a clear flare type insert type card, or like a not a parallel, but it's an insert set, I believe. Here's another one, clear flare from 95. Same as the Piazza of the Big Hurt. This is a cool one. I don't know if I'm going to sell this one. I really like it. I don't know if it's a photo variation or what it is. It's a Panini Prism, Cal Ripken Jr., and it is numbered to 299. So pretty cool Cal Ripken card. put these guys over here as well because they're not archives. Anytime you can get an Otani card for $2 or less, I'm going to do it. Plus, it's got Schwarber on it as well. So, yeah, this is a pink version of whatever this is. 2024 National League home run leaders. Otani had 54, Osuna had 39, and Schwarber had 38. It's a pink border type card. And then they had this one here. I don't know if it's like a champagne design, whatever it is. RBI leaders, again, with Otani on it for $2. Red light, what's going on? Let's see what's he got to say. Hello, all. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, like I tell other people, they're low roller live streams really help you maintain those hours, but it is what it is. There's a nice Aaron Judge from Stadium Club Chrome that I picked it up. Cool beans. Pink bordered Michael Trout, top 75th anniversary, whatever. 75 years of baseball. Michael Trout. It's like a 91 design, right? I saw this for $2. I'm like, I have no idea who the guy is. But I do have some people who like Japanese baseball players. I do sell some from time to time, evidence of that one that someone picked up earlier from me in my weekend sales. So I saw that for $2. I'm like, you know what? Cool. I'll just pick it up. And it's numbered, by the way, to 150. So that's a Japanese ball player. Other than Otani, or, you know, some of them other Dodgers now that they have. Here's a Topps trading card day, Otani. And I may have overpaid for these $2, but it's Otani. You're going to overpay for his stuff nowadays. And then there's a Juan Soto, like a holiday card, I guess. He's got something around his neck, like Christmas tree lights and, I don't know, packages or something flying all over the place, paper, wrapping paper. Jeremy Pena, rookie card, Bowman's Best, $2. Just a neat Topps Chrome, Bryce Harper, $2. Like I said, there were no discounts to be had on this day. I was there, and some guy was even asking, and she flat out said, "Nah, I'm not up. That's not in my wheelhouse, and I can't do it." Another Aaron Judge, Bowman Chrome for $2, and now there's a commercial coming by. Isn't that great? Yeah, I used to hate that too. So we'll just wait. We'll hold it here while that commercial plays through. You probably can't even hear me over top of the commercial. So we're just standing by and we'll let that play through until everyone gets off. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. What's it sponsored? There we go. All right. I don't know if it's over yet or not, but we left off right here. So again, the Aaron Judge. Move this closer for you guys, maybe, so you can see him. No, because it chops him off. This camera doesn't have a zoom focus feature, so I'm like, But there's the Aaron Judge. Then I picked up this Beam Team of Jared, Stadium Club Chrome rookie card Beam Team of Jared Kelnick of the Mariners. So, not numbered anything like that, but it's a cool one. And I saw this Nick Kurtz from Stadium Club, so I grabbed it. And, you know, get on the Kurtz train, right? Rookie. Another rookie card of his for $2. They call him, his nickname is 3D printer is going crazy. You can see how some of the stuff that I've been doing, Easter stuff in the background there, and some other stuff. Messing around with it, learning stuff. Here's another Nick Kurtz rookie card. He's the Amish something or other, right? What do they call him? Now, My buddy Chuck asked me to look for Roman Anthony cards, but he said it had to be like the Stadium Club Chrome or Bowman Chromes. Well, they weren't in the bargain box. These all came from the bargain boxes, by the way. These are all bargain box pickups. I did look into their showcase, and they had a they had a Roman Anthony rookie card in there, and they wanted $4,500 for it. So, that. I don't remember if it was graded or not. It may have been graded, but it's $4,500. And I just turned my head and walked away. I'm like, yep, not in my future. But anyway, so I did pick up some Roman Anthony's. Another Roman Anthony. That's a Panini Prism. Roman Anthony. Oh, we're back to some archives. Red Chambies. Another archive, and Gil Hodges. Prices have gone up too. You see that? It's $3 a card now. Johnny Mize. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sell these and make any profit off of these in my store, because to be competitive, these were probably priced right at eBay prices or even over. So I may not even be able to flip them. Roy Campanella. 52 design. Another 52 design of Pee Wee Reese. 72 design of Don Sutton. What's this? A 1960 Topps design of Bill Mazeroski. This is a 58 Topps Orlando Cepeda. Oh, we're back to some Roman Anthony rookie cards. With the rookie cup. And there it again, another one. Roman Anthony rookie card from Topps. I don't know what this is. Topps Fire or whatever. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is. It's got a little foilish stuff going on. So I picked up, there was 3 of them in the box. I just grabbed all 3. And then, not to be outdone, there's this one here. Titans of the game already, and he's a rookie, and he's a Titan of the game. And so there just happened to be 4 of them in the box. I grabbed all 4 of those. And now we're back to some archives again. 74 design, Louis Aparicio. 69 design of Harmon Killebrew. 69 of Raleigh Fingers. 66 of Jim Palmer. 66 Don Sutton. 63 Willie Stargell, Pops. 62 design of Don Drysdale. Stop now. 61 design of Juan Marichal. Now that's a 50-something design of Al Kaline. It's at like a 53 Topps Roy Campanella. Eddie Matthews. 64. Yeah, 64 Phil Niekro. 57 Topps Frank Robinson. 57 Drysdale. See how the prices have gone up. $4 a card. 52 design of Phil Rizzuto. Looks like we got another ad coming through. Sorry about that, guys. We'll hold it up here for a little bit. We'll put old Phil back up there for people to see while the ad plays through. Stop it. Stop it. Mommy will be down. Mommy will be down. It's okay. It's okay. Mommy will be down. All right. Maybe the ad is over. I don't know. Let's say your battery is running low. Oh, crap. Hold on. Yeah, I forgot about that one, didn't I? Hold the phone. Hold the presses. Stop the presses. Hold the phone. while the ad was going on, I've got plug in the laptop. Battery, Aziz. Battery will run dead. Alrighty then. Let's see. We gotta plug it in over here. Cat, sorry about that. You guys hanging around here looking for trouble. You're gonna find it. Accidentally, but you're gonna find it. Get you out of there. Get you out of there. Who cares? Plug it in there. Oh, I gotta plug in the computer or she'll run. All right. Don't remove me. Turn on the camera again. Enable the camera. There we go. All right. Woo! We totally lost power. The thing didn't give me much of a warning saying my battery was going down on my crap top, but it died real quick. I got it plugged in now. So let's see. We left off on this 52 design Rizzuto. So let's get this back up. There we go. All right. So we're back up on YouTube. That's streaming. We got our StreamYard's up and running. All right. We left off. Sorry about that interruption there. On the Phil Rizzuto archives. How about at 52 Tops design? Eddie Matthews. 75 Robin Yount. Bill Mazeroski, 72 design. 72 design of Steve Carlton. The guy had like 6 of these in the box, and I only picked up one. Probably should have picked up more, but at $4 a card, it may be a little hard to flip it on eBay. I got it for my own PC, the Jose Canseco, which I didn't have. I saw this for $4. It's a rookie autograph mosaic of Jonathan India. $4 autograph. You might be able to sell that one on the Bay. 87 design of Strawman. And then this cool looking, I don't know, Gypsy Queen or whatever it is, Aaron Judge and Gypsy Queen Gems. Little mini card. And I liked it. And then I saw this one. I have some of these already, but not this Harmon Killebrew. And it's just a cool die cut card of the Killer. 52, not archived. Topps put these out as like a set of Mantle and Mays cards over the years of producing their, I want to say, factory sets. I know some of them came in the box with factory sets. But anyway, it's a Willie Mays 52 design, but is not part of the archives. Another Aaron Judge. Pretty cool. America. A Cal Raleigh rookie card, $3 for I pick it up. And then I went to the quarter boxes, and I picked up this Carlos Beltran, like the Gypsy Queen or whatever, the Allen Ginner, whatever it is. A&G. So that's an Allen Ginner little mini. I saw this minor league card of Eric Chavez. That's a Upper Deck SP minor league. And then I saw this rookie card of Tyler Soderstrom, so I grabbed it for $0.25. So these are all $0.25 now. This holiday of Cal Raleigh. This holiday of Julio. This was in the quarter box, so I picked it up. Wholesome Superstars, Wally Joyner. It's stained and faded or whatever, but still. This is part of the All-Star factory set, I believe. Clayton Kershaw. I don't know. I wasn't able to pick up the All-Star factory set, so I don't know. Hey David, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. We're going over the last bit of the of my weekend pickups video. We already went over my eBay sales video, so you'll have to go back and look at that. And we went through all the big stuff. We're down to the quarter box pickups. Another Tyler Soderstrom Topps Chrome. I saw that for a quarter, so I picked it up. It's an insert for Score or something like that. Pinnacle, it says Leaf, so it's a Leaf product. This is Albert Pujols card, something to read. Jeremy Pena, really nice looking, like cracked ice, whatever they call them. Who knows? They give them different names. Hae-Sung Kim, rookie card with Dodgers. Roki Sasaki, Future Stars card. This Leaf, it's a metal card. Tin, whatever, but I've been working on this set. I already got this one, but for a quarter, I figured why not pick it up. I can sell it easy. Cat's now patrolling. Cat, get down. A nice Willie McCovey. Who knows what this Topps or whatever. Topps Premier, whatever. I don't know. TP. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Dodgers duo with Sasaki and yeah, why not?
Now or after that?
You can start warming it up now. I'm going to be done here. Well, no, I won't be done here in a minute. So no, not yet. Sorry, babe. So this is Dodger duo, Ohtani and Sasaki, I believe. Here's a nice Donnie baseball, classic swings, Topps. A quarter for that Jose Canseco. I seem to sell quite a few Canseco cards. I figure for a quarter, Anthony Volpe may make a comeback. Who knows? There's another Volpe for a quarter. Who knows? One of the few non-baseball cards picked up is Jerry Rice card. It's a non-baseball. How about this Dave Winfield? Very nice. This Leaf version of the 85 Donruss. It's the 85 Leaf. Doc Gooden. Then I saw some O-Pee-Chees. So I figured I'd grab these. They're 85 O-Pee-Chees. So I picked them up. Oh, for a quarter a piece. Why not? Because I put these in the back of my binders with the regular sets, because I'm not going to get the complete O-Pee-Chee set that I know of. I'll just pick them up as I go along. And then another non-baseball card, and the final card of my pickups from the weekend from my LCS is this Jim Kelly football card. And that is my pickups. I did my sales video. I did my pickups video. Now, let's talk about 3D printer that my wife and I had purchased 2 weeks ago, maybe now, maybe longer. I don't remember. I just know that I've been running prints and figuring it out and experimenting and learning new tricks Um, so let's get this cleaned up here. Get these filed away before the cats come up there and destroy everything. The cats are just curious things. Ah, great cat. Nice cat. Cleaning up this mess. Get out of the white cat. Okay. All right, so that takes care of the things. Cat, come on, no, go. You're out. Get. So we already talked about. I made this really quick card stand for displaying your cards, doing your videos, whatever. And not in any particular order, but I also printed this out. Now I'm not a Phillies fan, but you can glue this to your card stand, and voila. You know what I mean? Your favorite team can go there. Obviously, you make it any color you want, rainbow if you want. Who cares, right? But I printed these out because where I live, there's so many Phillies fans that I'm sure they would enjoy to see that. So that's that. And I first printed out a large one, and I'll tell you why I made a large one. It's a little distorted, but so I made the large one because I was thinking about putting it on the card dividers. I got another commercial coming. All right, so we'll wait for that commercial to end. So what I was thinking about when I made these was not so much this, right? But I had printed up some card dividers for my boxes of cards to help, sort through them. So this is the second one I made. The first one, I didn't even make it. My son made it on his printer, and that's what kind of influenced my wife and I. Hey, let's just go get our own, and we'll play around with it, and we'll have fun. We'll just have fun making stuff, and for the kids and for the family and stuff like that. So the first one was this black one that my son made out, and it's like 2 millimeters thick, maybe 3, but I think it's more like 2. And then the progression, I said, well, make it thicker because I don't want it falling over in the box. I don't want it to fall over so easy. And then I'm like, you know what? Different experimentations of what you're doing. Then I learned how to put embossed letters on them. So they're all raised up. They're embossed. Embossed. And I played around with that. I made them thicker to not fall over. Made them thinner. So, the first ones were really thick, and then I made them thinner because different row boxes have different widths in them as well. So I think I'm up to 30 some of these dividers. So I'm just going to pull them out and throw them up there for you real quick and show you my progression. As I said, I would share my progression with you guys on the 3D printer, so that I learned to put holes in them. So the theory behind the hole is the card, while it's in the box now, you can view the card. So if it's a baseball, whatever, you can see a card there, if you so desire, right? But it also cuts down on the amount of resin or filament you use. And then I was still experimenting even more with different designs, like embossed, basketball instead of baseball, and putting basketballs on there. My wife said she didn't like the little balls; she liked her balls bigger. So this one was, I was trying to do the cutout, and it didn't cut it out. It didn't give me a negative, so I was working on that. And then this one still had that raised part on it, and I put a hole in it. I'm like, man, that's not what I was looking for either. But okay, you know what I mean? It's again, and I printed up 2 at the same time, thinking I'm gonna, why not just make 2 at a time? And it turned out not what I wanted. Then this divider here, I decided, you know what? I'll put wings on them so that they won't fall over in the box. Right? They'll set up there and they'll lean, but they won't fall flat down. How many times you go to the card show or a card store and you're thumbing through the bargain boxes and the cards get jostled around. You lose the spot where you're at, right? So this is just a way to help keep them from getting mixed up. Now you can put anything on here. You can put your favorite team logo. This is just some generic stuff that came with one of the programs that I downloaded, one of the free programs. So then I just playing around with colors and different things. Like, so if you had just a row of 1970s baseball cards, boom, you know what I'm saying? Just floating ideas out there. And I printed up 2 at a time. Football design with football cards. Then I discovered how you can do the negatives and cut holes in your design, right? So then I'm like, oh, I can do that. And so I messed around. I put up 2 of them. And what I goofed up, I didn't goof up, but I know for future to save the little things if I wanted to glue them onto something. So I made up, then I discovered, right, after doing this one in yellow, I discovered I can change the font, right? So the font got changed. I can change the font, but I don't like that it's missing some of the stuff, right? Change the font, and it just, you know. And I also discovered that if I don't, I can select how far down into the resin or the filament I can go to do my negatives. So this is not all the way through down here, the NFL, right? So I left 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters of filament there, and only went down 1 millimeter here. Where those I went down over 3 millimeters to go all the way through it, the divider. Again, experimenting around, I did basketball, and this time I put a different resin on the back, right? Different color, so you can see the thing a little bit better. So now yellow background with black face, black embossing. Oh, I think my printer just done. I had a pop-up. Hold on. So my printer just finished. I think. Sounds like it did. I don't know. Hold on. Yes. So, you guys, I'm going to move the camera as close as I can. You're going to get to see the finished product as it comes out of the oven. Let's call it the oven. How when it comes out of the oven. So I got to move the tripod. Sorry about the jostling of the camera. Let's put this up a little bit more. So there's my printer. It's kind of a hokey setup right now. We're gonna find a better place to put it, but it's all learning. Like, we did not plan on enough space to put it. Let's put it that way. Like, come on, camera, hold on. Now, help me out here. Help me, Jesus. Come up with me. There we go. Stay with me. I gotta cover it so it loses its little memory that it has. All right. So if you don't own a 3D printer, it's like an easy bake oven. All right. So it says my print is done. So I just acknowledge it here. Say, okay, it's done. By the way, this print took a long time. So this plate in here. I don't know if I can get any closer. Doesn't matter the length of my camera wire, unfortunately. When I plug it, it may not come back. But there's a plate in here, and it's magnetic. It's on a big magnet. So you gotta kind of pop it up. Now your print should stick to this. You don't want it falling off. And I had a problem with it coming off, so I had to put some glue on there. It came with the glue. It's like that stick stuff that you just rub around and get on there. So I created this rabbit, Flexi Bunny, and if you do multicolors, you get this little stack here. Okay, and that just builds up your layers as you go, right, as you're doing it. So that's that. That's scrap. I have a scrap box down there. Then you take this, And all you want to do is, and I don't know if I'm on camera, but I'll back it up a little bit. You flex it a little bit, pop him off. And you got to be careful because the last time I did one of these, I broke his leg off. So I want to be a little more careful flexing him off. What I normally do is I'll leave it attached here and I'll just flex it while it's right on here. There we go. So there he is. Set him up there. Put the split back in here. Magnet, you gotta watch your fingers coming down. Clean off any leftover residue, all that good stuff. You don't want anything, laying down inside. You want to make sure it's all cleaned up inside of there when you start your next project. Okay, so we'll go back over here now. Sorry about all the movement of the camera. All right, so we're back. So this is the guy, little Easter bunny. Now what I don't like is I had all this color come through, and I don't know why I did that. See it all the way around him? Everywhere that I put black, it created streaks for some reason. I wanted them to be all yellow, white, and just the black whiskers, but somehow I put a black bottom on it. So I got to figure out what I did wrong there. His tail was supposed to be white, and he's got a black tail. I even noticed that till just now. And then you got to pop off all the little excess that it helps hold it to the plate with. And some of these, there'll be some cleanup left to do, but again, I'm still learning. We're still learning the machine and some of the ins and outs. I thought I had this program so I had white for a tail. Apparently it didn't recognize the white. Now, if you don't know about 3D printing, if you have any kind of overhangs, and I guess it assumed that the little cutout for his mouth was an overhang, just a little bit. So it had to build something up to support that when it started. Once it gets started, then it's good. So it built this, and I told it to put down a little tree, and you can see it didn't work too good. I'm gonna have to clean all this up. Like I see videos and it comes off so clean for people, and mine just hardly ever comes off really clean. People just grab it, pop, 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 pop. I'm like, mine never come off like that. Matter of fact, I made a helmet and I made a mini helmet and I destroyed it trying to get the dang trees off. So yeah, let me get all the supports off of it. But that's the idea of it. And I'll have to go by and clean him up still. He's got a lot of cleaning to do. I got to scratch that bucky tooth off of him. But that's the gist of it for now. Again, the tail should have been white. And I don't like all the black lines in there. But what are you going to do? And it needs cleaning up still. All this black has to be taken off, smoothed out. And I did learn how to do that. So I put my wife's initials on there and the year. So, and that just has to do with taking your print, turning it upside down on your design when you're designing it, and making a negative and negativing these letters or words, whatever you want to put on there, and I put the date, and I set it in about, I think 1 or 2 millimeters, maybe 3, I don't know, but I put it on there to make it negative because we saw someone else who had initials on the bottom of a pattern or a thing that we downloaded, and I'm like, how do you do that? How do you do that? That's cool. Now we know, just through experimentation and playing around. So again, I made a whole bunch of these. Let's go back to this. That was early on when I made a mistake of putting the supports on there, and somehow I made one go all the way across, and it covered up my base where it says baseball. Also, a lot of these I didn't have supports underneath, so the thing just looks, the wings look like crap. Yep, we're getting to that. So I just made, I got like 30 some of these as a, just goofing around in between other prints. Let's clean this up real quick over here. All right. Throw this in the scrap bin. And these things are pretty durable. I mean, you can take them and, they're not really going to break. And this is just PLA. It's something like different filaments are used for more durable for outside use, like bird feeders or whatever you want to make. And so they'll hold up to the weather, the environment better. So everything's done in millimeters, like metric. So I made up this, found a pattern, print for a little ruler. And I said, well, let's make that. And that'll help me to figure out what I'm dealing with, what I'm working with, because like some of these, this came in maybe a smaller design. And I can, through the process of the programs, I can make things bigger or smaller, right? Like I talked about with this. I made the big ones, they can go bigger, or I made it a little bit smaller, just to experiment. I also made this, an old Eagles logo with some old colors. I didn't have the dark Kelly green or whatever they use. Different types of filaments. This is an Easter egg that you can hang from a tree outside or whatever, as a decoration. New stuff like this mean bunny. I gotta put it down. There's one back, but he's Grumpy Bunny. This is another one without any facial expressions or whatnot on it. That came that way, so I'm like, okay, I'll just deal with that. I made this water dragon snake thing, whatever it is, right? It's a flexi one. You see them like all the time if you go to fairs and stuff like that, or even at your local card shows now. My son got some gold filament, and so we ran some gold testing, and we built this octopus here. I made the what I call the drunk bunny, which is another flexible toy thing. Now also you can paint these, like anything you print, you don't have to print in color. You can paint it. So I also did some Easter eggs because it is Easter. 2 different prints combined. Just luckily it worked out to where this bunny can actually hold one of the eggs that I printed earlier. An Easter gnome, because my brother-in-law likes gnomes. So I made a little Easter gnome. This is one of the bunnies that I talked about, like one of the things that I broke that while I was taking it apart, it's supposed to look like this, like he's got the flexi legs. And when I pulled him off the thing, I broke his legs off. So all I did was kind of file down his legs, and now he's just a sitting bunny instead of a flexi bunny. This went with this print. There was like 3 or 4 different things that you could get at the same time, and I chose one with the egg and then without the egg. Another flexible octopus, Chinese dragon, the dragon, right? So there's a Chinese dragon, flexi. People love these things. I mean, let's face it, they're pretty neat. Experimental egg cage. I don't know. Built a whole bunch of these eggs that you can take apart, put candy in, whatever, money, have your own Easter egg hunt with the little ones outside. Built a bunch of those, all different colors, just playing with my resins. So that's those. I found a person who had these prints here that's all the way embossed. It started on the very bottom. And as they layered it up, they just moved the negative verbiage forward and up like that, and that's how it ended up as it printed out. It's pretty cool. I can't find it again to do it. And then this is just another egg. He's got arms and a design on him.
Do you have lunch?
Yeah, he can go out if you want to take him out. And then lastly for now,
I had eaten my sugar with them.
that's fine. We made these Easter candy dishes, and I printed out. I printed out like 3 of the big eggs. And this is the guy who did this. Is DR3D, and I'm like, how did he do that? And so I had it piqued my curiosity
Where's your ball?
to
Where's your ball? Where's your tennis ball?
to work on that discovery. So we did a whole bunch of these in different colors. Try to stick with Easter colors. You can see them in the background. Yellow, purple, green, white was the very first one. The very first, real big project. Blue, orange, pink. And then we did matching eggs, 3 of each. My wife wants to make 3 smaller ones now of each, or a smaller one for each to, just to have more stuff to put into the candy dishes. What else? And I got, like I said, I got more, a whole bunch more. This box has got more different eggs in. They don't fit in there like that. So she wants smaller ones to drop into the bag. I'm like, okay, we can do that. But I think I did like 27 or 31 eggs. But we got more of them in the middle. Yeah, okay. So eggs are next on the thing. More Easter projects, and that is it. What I can do is I'll go through the files, and I'll probably post some time lapse. This is my Creality K2 Plus has a camera in there, and it time lapses everything. So I just got to figure out how to get them out of there and download them and check them out. But that is it, guys. That is where we're at. And I think I've got on my machine my printer already. Looking at the settings, the about. I have 263 hours on this machine already. 263 hours. So I had other failures also. They're in this scrap box that I've got here. So some of my failures were whether something broke loose from the bed, or there were so many. Like I made this helmet here, right? It's Miami Dolphins helmet. You see the dorsal fins here. I don't know, I gave him 2. I should just get 1. The dolphin, you can see his pectoral fins here, right? The dolphin's bottlenose comes out here. The face mask and stuff. Well, there was so much stuff in here that just gummed all the way up into the back here. Like I'm trying to get it all out, and it's just ended up breaking the chin strap, breaking off pieces of the face mask. I'm like, So yeah. But it looks really nice. The photographs they have of it, but I got to figure out through trial and error what is the best type of supports that you need. I don't think they were tree supports. I think they were just the basic supports. Here's another failure where it kind of just, I don't know, something broke loose in there, and it just squirted stuff everywhere. I had a couple other failures too. And my son is already talking about he wants to get the machine that chops up all the leftover stuff, and you can recover the filament. You can repurpose your scraps. You either separate it and turn it back into its original color or close to it. Well, right now, all my stuff's mixed up, so I ain't gonna mess with it. I had some more failure. That must be in this other box. They're probably buried. Yeah. Like I tried to make this Murloc for my wife. It's a creature from World of Warcraft. My wife wanted me to make her a red Murloc, and I did, but things are so flimsy here that they were just snapping off just by rolling it around, trying to pry. Look at all the stuff that it just put in its mouth. Like there's supposed to be teeth in there, and they just jammed all that junk in there. And this is the second one. I made a small one than this, and had a terrible time. And so I thought, we'll just make it bigger. And same thing, just ended up trying to get the stuff free. You end up breaking an arm off, a hand off, or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? We'll work on that one. Because of all the overhangs, it needed supports there. So. And I don't know why this happens, but as you can see now, this is what your purge stuff looks like. So it looks like little tornadoes, little dust devil thingies, you know, right? And this one happens to have, it purged out the white and was switching over to a brown. So you can see it's like a little upside down tornado, right? They call it poop affectionately, but for some reason the gold that my son bought, and I think it's a Creality product, gold. When it extruded, it looks like worms instead of, you know, upside down ice cream cones or whatever. And that was this silky gold looking stuff.
That's one from Amazon?
Yes, it's over there. So yeah. And I'm not separating my poop for nothing. It's staying mixed. And so yeah, I've got probably a kilo of scrap and poop already. Other than that, we did get more filament in today, more stuff came in today. If you want to go with different colors and seeing different things in different colors, that's all. So I'm setting everything back up because I just kind of wrecked everything before we get digging into anything else. All right, guys. So that's it for today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, go back and check the beginning of the stream if you want to see more of the cards that I bought over the weekend and stuff like that from our LCS. Other than that, guys, that's going to be it. So peace out, everyone. See you guys in the next one.
That's extra large.
That's an extra large ball for the dog. Yep. All right. Peace out, everyone. And we're ending the stream in 3, 2, 1.